Hello, everyone. I am Diana Schellenbarger. I am a graphic designer who does freelance, and I recently got the opportunity to work with Miss Linda Carr. Today, I will be interviewing her. Miss Linda Carr is the founder of the Vagus Genie Formula. And if you wonder what that is, it is a vagus nerve and autonomic nervous system recovery formula. It is science based, evidence based, and it provides a deep restoration for biological, neurological, emotional, and chemical systems in the body so recovery and healing can occur. We're going to talk about what led Linda to create this formula and her professional experience using the Vegas Genie in the last 4.5 years. She is a licensed holistic manual medicine therapist. She has maintained a private practice in northern New Mexico for the last 24 years. She is a level 3 certified EFT tapping therapist, a certified equine positional release therapist, and an American Council on Exercise fitness trainer. She has studied with Dr. Joe Dispenza for 12 years. Her key teachers are Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dr. Bruce Lipton, Dr. Keith Barber, Dr. Mario Martinez, Dr. Melanie Smith, and Donna Eden. We share that knowing that some of you know these folks, and I can appreciate the value of what Linda will pass on to you. She is a highly respected and sought after for her knowledge on how to get well and stay well. Linda will actually tell us about an upcoming class that she's offering on YouTube Live for the first part of November. This class will be based on new work that she uses in her practice that has actually proven itself to provide deep healing for not only herself, but many of her clients. The class is titled Inherited Darkness from Shadow to Sovereign Bliss. We will unpack that for you a little later in the interview. The first class is an introduction for an upcoming 7-week class where she'll provide her methodical step-by-step system that will educate you in the science of ANS regulation. She will teach the science of how we inherit harmful patterns and belief systems and how to clear the shadows and develop sovereignty. Linda will also teach you the art of developing the delicious state of bliss in your own life. So let's go ahead and dive in. Welcome, Linda.
Hello. Hi, Diana. Thank you.
Yes, of course. I'm so happy to be here and to listen to what you're about to dive into and explain to us.
So, shall I begin with the Vegas Genie formula and what led me to that? That's kind
Yes.
of our first focus. Yes.
Yes, just for people who haven't really heard about it, to kind of let us know what is the practice behind that.
Okay. Okay. I founded the Vegas Genie formula 4.5 years ago for myself, nervous system regulation. For many years in my life, I really suffered emotionally. And I could not find the help I needed to recover. I had that experience all of my life, depression, feeling unworthy, very, very challenged to live life. And I tried many therapies, many modalities, many practices, many things, and I was still not healing. And I knew from previous research that I had done that the vagus nerve was key to staying well and getting well. I knew it was key. If I could figure out how to harness that, how to find a way to create a strong vagus nerve and autonomic nervous system. And I was invited into a class 4.5 years ago that was totally focused upon vagus nerve, and autonomic nervous system regulation. So I took the class. Out of that class, I created the Vagus Genie Formula and I began to use it for myself. I created a protocol for myself that is exactly what I use in my practice. And I used it every day and I began to get well. When I realized that it was very effective in bringing recovery, I began to use it in my practice for clients and saw that in my clients. So it was working for me. I was becoming well emotionally. It was working for my clients. They were becoming well emotionally, biologically, neurologically, and chemically. Most of my clients in these 4.5 years have been ill biologically in some way with something like fibro or gut issues or migraines or eczema, even Parkinson's. So I was like, this is good. So over time, I got the website created and now we're adding more and more content to the website, to YouTube and Facebook and TikTok. So what the Vagus Genie formula is a very strategic, specific, simple physical practice that I use every day for 10 minutes. My clients use it every day for 10 minutes. And so that's the that's the formula, that practice. And then I meet with my clients every week for a period of months to educate them and provide coaching for the emotional side of what's driving the depression, the illness, the chemical imbalance, addiction. Everybody's got a different presentation. So we do the formula every day. The formula is embedded in a coaching system, an educational system. So we get after it and have our meetings every week and bring recovery day to day, week to week with the practice and the educational coaching system. Did I answer it?
Yeah, and 10 minutes actually sounds very doable because I feel like when people talk about meeting with professionals, sometimes we think we don't have time, but 10 minutes a day is very doable, especially if it's going to help you with healing things that you've been wanting to heal for a while. So
Yes.
that's, I feel like 10 minutes is, there's like no excuse.
Yeah. Yeah. 10 minutes.
Very.
10 minutes.
Let's talk about this upcoming class
Ooh,
that is coming up on YouTube Live, which YouTube is a very universal platform, so I know anybody can chime in with you for these classes. So I'm kind of intrigued to hear about what your class dynamic is going to be like and what you're going to focus on and stuff like that.
okay. Thank you, Diana.
Mhm.
So the class is called Inherited Darkness, From Shadow to Sovereign Bliss. And I think that title is a bit ominous, and yet it is so accurate. Inherited darkness, from shadow to sovereign bliss. The truth is that human beings can and do inherit belief systems that are harmful, patterns of lifestyle that are harmful, emotions that are harmful, and especially when we're younger. before we're 6 years old, we're fully in theta brainwave state, and we're very, very, very suggestible. So that is a key time from birth, even before birth, until we're 6. It's all theta. There's no analytical mind or thinking. That's when we really absorb patterns, belief systems about ourselves and the world. And so many of us are harmed in our being, the way we feel about ourselves and our belief systems before we're 6 years old. And then, of course, it can go on beyond that. So when I say inherited darkness, I say inherited because it is inherited. It's a learning pattern. It's inherited patterning and programming. And I say darkness because I'm talking about things like guilt, shame, unworthiness, self-hatred, possibly, fear, rage. These things that are really, really heavy. They're certainly not light. So, inheriting darkness, these patterns that harm us, these dense, heavy patterns. From shadow to sovereign bliss. We're learning in this class how to transform from shadow, that darkness, to sovereign bliss, to sovereignty, to bliss. And it's just fantastic. It's really, really interesting. It's reasonably simple. We practice. So in the class, this first class is a 4-hour intro class, live on YouTube, first week of November. I don't have the date totally set yet. And I'm going to introduce all the concepts and the science of what this is about. The science of shadow, the science of sovereign bliss. How do we get from here? Because this doesn't feel good. To here, this feels awesome. And of course, like all healing, it can take time and practice. And what we put in the 7-week class is the vagus nerve formula, the Vagus Genie Formula. Vagus nerve and autonomic nervous system regulation. So we restore our nervous system. We learn how to do that, the science of that, and we learn the concepts and the science of our experience, younger years in our life, and how to transform that into self-love, bliss, sovereignty. Diana, there's one more thing I'd like to say. After we've unpacked in this 4-hour intro class, after we've unpacked what is inherited darkness, how do we transform shadow, those old harmful patterns, into sovereign bliss? It is about courage. It is about self-love, self-respect, self-worth. We're learning who we are really, as opposed to perhaps what we were taught we were. And another really important piece in all of that is that so often growing up and later in life at different times, we're living in survival. When we're living in survival, the vagus nerve and the autonomic nervous system are highly dysregulated, incoherent, and we are very challenged to choose well for ourselves, to choose what we really want, to create the life we want step by step from love and courage. So when we're in survival, we're kind of doing the opposite of that. We're getting by in whatever way we can because we're afraid. We're not resourced. We may be people pleasing. We may be letting people mistreat us. So that's another piece in there is moving the nervous system out of survival. So I just wanted to throw that in there. Excuse me. That's why we 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 always use the Vagus Genie formula to resource the body and the mind and the brain to change, whether we're working on inherited darkness and transforming that into sovereign bliss, or we're working with guilt and clearing that out of the system so that we're living again free and from self-love. So no matter, there'll be a lot of classes I'll be teaching, but no matter what we're doing, we got to get regulated.
Mhm.
Now, then we're resourced to heal.
Mhm. Yes, and I feel like generational trauma is a big thing that a lot of people are waking up to as to why they are the way that they are. So I feel
Yeah,
like we're waking up as a society and realizing that a lot of the reason we are the way we are, the behaviors we have is because of generational trauma. So I feel like that's a very interesting and very popular topic right now. So,
it's real. It's real.
yes.
It's real. It's
Yes.
real and it's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It harms us and our children. I mean, it's like somebody's got to interrupt that pattern
Mm-hmm.
and make new choices. So the class is a very big step in doing that, and getting regulated is a very big step in doing that. Then the future looks completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for that.
Yes. Yes. And I just had like one more question. I know you said we don't have a specific date yet chosen for this class in November, but will you have a link available on like your website or how will we go about that? I know it's going to be through YouTube, but will you be having like a specific website link or
Diana, thank you. Yes. Over the next 10 days,
mm,
there will be a landing page
okay.
on my website, healyourvagusnerve.com. And there will be a landing page on YouTube, Vagus Genie at healyourvagusnerve.com. The website has the YouTube link. So I want to have that landing page really accessible for people on the website, on YouTube, maybe Facebook.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, cool.
Perfect.
So
All
there'll be a
right.
lot of information and then the way to, grab your Zoom link so that the day we have the 4-hour course, first week of November, everybody's got the link, everybody's got the information,
Mm,
and we can announce on Facebook
mhm.
and YouTube, you know, the landing page is up, go here, sign up, And then we'll all be together on a great community call in a few weeks.
Perfect. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see the
Oh,
shout out on social media.
yeah, it's going to be a dynamic, incredible course, and we will have fun. There will be great information and education. And I want you to be there.
Yes, yes. Yeah, I know there's going to be a lot of valuable information that can be relatable. So I am super excited for that, and I will be looking forward to whenever you announce the specific date so I can clear my schedule. And
Yeah, thank
thank you
you.
so much for taking time out of your day to talk about your Vegas Genie formula and introducing us to this class.
Diana, you're welcome.